we'll be going live here in just a few moments. Let me check. We are at the 3.5 minute mark of a 4.5 minute video, so we'll be back in about, 1 minute to share a little bit during our Unborn Lives Matter #rally here at PJNET. See you in about a minute. Hello and good evening. Unborn Lives Matter tonight on PJNet. It is so good to do this week after week. I think this is our first week, or was last week. We took a little break there during the confirmed Gorsuch. Okay. Just wanted to have a conversation with you. Today's a very special day in my life. In the year 1959, on this day, I was born. Yes, 58 laps around the sun. Yes, I am tired. Why do I bring that up? Well, when you get my age, having a birthday is really, truly no big deal. In fact, being reminded of our age is something we kind of would, not do. But I treated myself well today. I had the day off. And I went to my hometown, which is about 30 miles to the east, because there was a safe deposit box. Yes, we're just having a conversation. No, this entire segment will not be about me, but it is my birthday, and I am the admin, so consider it an executive privilege, but I will talk about a safe deposit box, which was opened by my parents, now deceased. The last time that box was opened was 1982. And of course, every year I get that little thing from the bank saying, hey, by the way, we rent these. So I decided to go close it out and get whatever's in there out of there. Well, among the things in there, ready? Here we go. You know what that is, folks? That is a Confederate $20 bill. Green on the back. I actually read paper money. The paper money in circulation today says Federal Reserve note. That's not money. That's a promissory note from the government. And this also is a promissory note of a different sort. It says that it will pay the bearer $20 6 months after the signing of a peace treaty ending the Civil War. How cool is that? Confederate $20 bill. Aren't many of those around. I was very blessed. Okay, now, today's my birthday, and why should you care? In 1959, abortion was not legal. Would it had been legal in 1959, chances are I would not be here, because I was born to a single mother in an unplanned pregnancy and adopted at birth by my parents, who I consider my parents, who are now deceased. Something to be mindful of every day. And I've made some resolutions today. Actually, I made them a little while back. I just put them in effect today. While I'm in Monticello, well, first of all, here's my resolution. I was, going to get in shape. Why am I going to get in shape? Well, I don't need to be in great shape, but I did sign up to become a football referee. Now, We meet this Monday, and we're going to go from there. But step one is I've got to get in shape because I'll no doubt, if they will allow me, be refereeing junior varsity games. That's kickoff is around 4:30 on Thursday afternoons, and here in Florida, folks, it's hot. I am in no shape to be running around a football field, so I've got to get back in shape. Well, anyway, I'm at the bank and I've got my stuff, and I happen to run into somebody. Those of you that hang out here know how much I think of my high school football coach. Who did I see today at the bank? Al Cooksey. And we talked for a little while. And let me tell you something. He had just bought the milling company, which is where they produce the feed for the farmers from the corn and the grains and that kind of stuff. So I asked him. I said, Coach, is there any scenario by which you would go back into coaching? And he kind of did that little coy, well, I'm retired now, he said, but, if the right situation were to come along, oh, okay, I said. And then he goes on to say, the Catholic school in Tallahassee had just hired this hotshot coach. In fact, it was quite a news item. There's not a whole lot of news here in Tallahassee. But anyway, for sports in the off season when it's not football. And, well, it turns out, I don't know what happened, but the guy either never showed up for work or shortly after he did, he said, sayonara. He's not there. So that Catholic high school football team has no coach. And football season is not that far away. I said, well, Coach, the problem is you're not Catholic. He said, Mark, I have coached at 2 Catholic high schools. I'm thinking, wow. I said, Coach, if you ever set foot on a football field again as a head coach, I would like to be at your side. He said, Mark, what's your phone number? Let's have lunch next week. Now, folks, I only had 2 hours of sleep last night. And anyway, so I did go out and run a mile today. If you can call it running. I'll be paying the price for that tomorrow. Beth was here earlier. Hope you said hi to Beth. I know that some of you retweeted my pinned tweet at my bio page. She made her first video for the Empower Project, and it's pretty good. It's a little different, and which is good. We don't need everybody doing exactly the same thing. I hope that you'll check it out. It's pinned to my bio page. Those of you watching this live or watching this later on YouTube, that would be at Data Genesis on Twitter. At data, like computer data, and Genesis, like the first book of the Bible. But you can also check it out at byhisgrace.com. It'll be loaded up there. So I am excited for Beth and her ministry, and I hope that we can be supportive of her and an encouragement to her. And that's what we do here. So I'm excited about that. Thank you to all the people who wished me a happy birthday, and that would include Sunbelt Girl. Thank you. Just thank you. We've been through so much, haven't we? But we're going to make it. And we're going to continue. And so, oh, by the way, among the people who touched base with me today to wish me a happy birthday was American Refugee. Remember him? Mm-hmm. I bet you do. Roger. Well, Roger, he's lost a lot of weight, he tells me. So today I have started running. I ran into my old coach, who knows, might be coaching football, or might be refereeing football, or maybe neither. And so today has been kind of health day. And my wife comes home from work with 2 cupcakes for my birthday. One for her and one for me. I did eat that cupcake. But other than that, it's been good. So thank you all for what we do here. This is really not, I know this entire segment has been about me, and I think most of you that know me know that I don't get on the air to talk about me. But I did want to share with you that my testimony is I would probably not be here if abortion were legal in 1959. Our beautiful daughter, which you probably, if you've done this very often and been here, might walk behind me at any time to go to the refrigerator. We adopted her as well in a similar circumstance. And so the Prasic family has a testimony about adoption. And when you know and have lived what we have lived, you know that there is really no need for an abortion. There are families, we waited, by the way, 8 years on a waiting list to adopt our daughter. That's how many people are in line to welcome these unplanned pregnancy babies into a family and into a home that will take care of them. So that's about all I've got to say about that. Tell you what we'll do. I've enjoyed sharing with you. Again, thank you all for everything. The well wishes, the fellowship, the prayers, your participation, your attendance, your tweeting, your retweeting, and your continuous, persistent faithfulness to those things that we all hold near and dear to our hearts. So with that, I'll turn the controls back over to Sunbelt Girl as we continue our Unborn Lives Matter live here on PJNET.